Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Pacers Daily. I'm your host, Hery Acosta. Sorry for the hair and the voice. I am a little under the weather right now. I'm going to keep this episode kind of short and sweet. I also know it's Thanksgiving week, so I'm hoping everybody's doing good with their families and everyone's able to travel safely and everything. But we're going to keep this one short and sweet. Let's just start with talking about today's game against Detroit. Now, Detroit is on a crazy run. Detroit is the opposite of us right now. We're the 2-14 team. They're the 14-2 team. They're the team that everyone's trying to beat right now, just because of how good Cade's been playing, how good Duren's been playing. Duren is currently averaging 20 points and 12 rebounds. So you're getting a lot of productivity out of him. Also, he's shooting 68% from the field. Now, also, Tobias Harris, Robinson, Alzar, Dennis Jenkins, Isaiah Stewart, Jaden Ivey, all averaging over 10 points a game. Basically what the Pacers are doing last year by having 7, 8, 9 players getting double figures every game, because also Levert's averaging 9, Smith's averaging 8, Holland's averaging 8, Javante's averaging 8. So just all around the team is just everyone's scoring. People are grabbing rebounds. K's almost averaging 10 assists. So that's all we really look at. And then I'm going to talk a little bit more about in depth about the absolute double-double machine that is Jalen Duren. Absolute stud. He has made crazy improvement in his age 22 season. Some crazy games recently. He had a span where he had 22 and 22, 30 and 11, 21 and 16, 19 and 14, and 31 and 15. He's also had games of 24 and 18 and 33 and 10. Recently coming off a 19 and 6, which is probably honestly one of his lesser games this year, but he still shot 7 of 10 from the field. So we definitely got to put a body on him. Maybe 2. Maybe 3. Who knows, because of just how dominant he is. He is about 7 feet tall, very strong player. Someone that anyone would love on their team. Another person that people would love on their team is a guy that's an undrafted player, playing the way he's been playing. We're talking about St. John's legend, Dennis Jenkins. Second season, didn't really play last year, but is currently averaging 11.4 points, 4 assists, 47% from 3. 47% from 3. He has had games of 24 and 26 this year. That 26 was actually against us. At games where he's been 5 of 8 from 3, 4 of 6 from 3, 3 of 4 from 3. Overall, having a great season. He's one of those players that could turn into a Fred VanVleet kind of player, TJ McConnell kind of player, just undrafted players that can do crazy numbers on different teams. He looks like he's going to be in Detroit for a while, because Detroit's going to want him, especially if he's on a very short, small contract. He's one of the more valuable pieces in the league at the moment. But, man, I hate being sick. I know everyone hates being sick, but I genuinely hate being sick. But, Jenkins is one to look out for. Just kind of spread the perimeter, make sure he's not as, important on the outside, and just kind of have him, not be as much of a factor. And then last but not least, us. What about us? We're still 2-14. I want to talk a little about that Cavaliers game that obviously happened after my last episode. We were doing pretty good, and then out of nowhere, we just fell apart. I mean, Mitchell had 32, Mobley had 22 and 12, 20 points, 7 rebounds for DeAndre Hunter, and 20 points for Garland. They were killing us from the three-point line. Us, like usual, we failed to hit threes. We were 11 of 37. We were also 37 of 88 from the field. Good on free throws. Couldn't rebound to save our life. Couldn't grab offensive rebounds. Good. We had more steals than they did. That was pretty much about it. And just a few things I want to mention about that game. Jay Huff was 1 of 7 from 3. Now, I just kicked something. Now, I like Jay Huff. I really do like Jay Huff. I think he's a good player. But you're 7'1". You shouldn't be shooting 7 threes a game. I understand it's kind of your game, but I don't think he should be shooting 7 threes a game. Shepard was 0 for 5 from 3. Mathurin was 2 of 7 from 3, but he was 7 of 15. Nemhard had himself a career high of 32 points. Good game from Siakam, 9 of 15, 3 of 6 from 3. Garrison Matthews came on the roster, randomly missed 3 threes, and then just didn't do anything else. He grabbed the rebound. We're really in the weird no man's land right now. I'm just glad we have our first round pick next year. Also, if you're playing the Clippers, please lose. I'm saying that as a joke, just because the Thunder have the Clippers' first round pick this year, next year, and if the Thunder get a top 10 pick, as well as another championship or something this year, yeah, the league might have some issues. But hopefully the Pacers are back in full force by next year, and we can kind of compete that. But as always, I'm your host Hery Acosta. This is Pacers Daily. Boom, baby, and go Sirs.